Staff in flight attendant costume at the entrance of First Airlines welcoming customers and showing them to their seats. 12 customers fastening their seat belts and listening to flight attendants performing safety demonstration. Shortly after, the takeoff from central Tokyo on a virtual flight to Paris completes with a 4-course dinner before immersing themselves in a 360-degree virtual reality tours of the City of Light site. A passenger expresses delight.
A real trip is a hassle to prepare for and expensive, and it takes time. So I think it is good that we can enjoy all this hassle-free.
I really enjoyed the virtual reality, and their airline service made me feel like I was on a real flight.
At 6,600 yen, or about $62, a fraction of the cost of an actual trip overseas, First Airlines 2-hour flights to Paris, Rome, Hawaii and New York have been fully booked since the company opened in 2016 with more of the elderly.
We have lots of elderly customers who want to go overseas but are not able to easily, given their physical limitations. The majority of First Airlines visitors are older Japanese from around the capital.
Customers were also served a 4-course meal on board. The airline says it will subsequently add domestic flights around Japan to the VR with meals highlighting the region's cuisine. Away from this virtual flight to a real aircraft ready for takeoff. For the plane maker Embraer, this is the world's most efficient single-aisle jet. The E190-E2A is debuting at the Singapore Air Show. It's fuel-efficient, cheaper to maintain, and delivers more comfort for passengers. Single-aisle planes like these are in huge demand. The world's biggest jet maker, Boeing, wants in on the action. Boeing has recently proposed a 90% stake in a joint venture with Embraer, which includes its commercial operations. The appetite for smaller planes like this is expected to continue for at least the next decade.
When we look at the single-aisle market over the next 20 years, about 30,000 single-aisle airplanes are needed in the marketplace. Why? Well, the network carriers are buying them. But a lot of the growth, especially in the single-aisle market, has been a result of the expansion of low-cost carriers. And when you think about the Asia-Pacific market, it's going to be the biggest market for single-aisle airplanes over the next 20 years.
With the rise of Chinese middle-class travelers, Boeing is looking to China as a big market. It's building a completion plan for the 737 in Xinjiang province, scheduled to finish later this year. Meanwhile, China is making its own jets and touting for buyers. The country's homegrown C919 is reportedly 10% cheaper than the competition and has already secured 785 orders in China.
The dynamics are that not only do you have to demonstrate technical competence to show the aircraft is airworthy, you've also got to make it a saleable proposition. And that means convincing skeptical airlines that it can meet their needs for day-to-day reliability. So new entrants from China, Russia and others, and some of that is a China-Russia cooperation. We wish them well, but airlines will be hard-nosed about what they buy based on proven track record and what they think it will deliver in terms of competitive economics.
With rising oil prices putting the squeeze on airline costs, fuel-efficient single-aisle planes will continue to be the backbone of airline fleets in the world.